Hello everyone and welcome to another stream. We are back today after a small break. Probably about a 6 or so day break. We've been still drafting, but just haven't streamed in a minute. Had some internet problems last weekend, so we were unable to go, but we are back. And we are excited. We're watching a lot of World Cup. We're drafting a lot, so let's keep it going. Big USA victory. And I think the next game is on Friday, so definitely excited for that. Let's go ahead and hop in to a BBM here. I think we are up to, let's see how many drafts are completed now. This is draft number 98 for us, so we are drafting. We also completed our first 555 draft on DraftKings, the Monster Millie. We have another slow draft going right now, so we might do a video review possibly of our team, kind of how that went, but I think it was a good squad. All right, so we are in a draft now. We're right in the middle. We got the 7 hole, and it looks like a lot of people I haven't drafted with, so see what happens here. Yeah, I don't think I've drafted with any of these people, or at least I don't remember. Surplus of Cash, it's a good name. Hopefully after this best ball season we have a surplus of cash. 7 hole's a good spot. Been taking a lot of Amon-Ra, CD. Maybe we'll do like Jefferson this time. Maybe CMC will be there. Who knows? See if some of these free agents start signing this week. If Seth Diggs, if Brandon Ayuk gets released at some point. Hopefully some dominoes start falling. So we have a pretty normal start to the room. Jefferson goes at 4, so that's unnormal. Puka at 5. Hopefully, okay, I was going to say, hopefully this guy could just not take JSN, but he does. Let's go ahead and go CD Lamb this time. Do you like, taking a receiver first most of the time, if I'm not in the first 2 draft positions, at least lately. Just feels better. I know there's going to be a good running back here. Just don't really love Drake London. A.J. Brown's fine, but would rather have him as maybe a faller. Do pull him up every once in a while. I did do a draft recently where I kind of pulled him up here at 15. Do like him over Drake London. We do not draft a lot of Drake London in this household. All right, so Amon-Ra goes at 11. It's a pretty good slide on him. With part because of me and A.D. Miller selecting different guys ahead of him. Good to see some people without badges in here. Brock Bowers and Genty. Haven't seen that combo in a minute. Just heavy Raiders stack from Slime Santana. Don't love it, but could work out. Who knows? So A.J. Brown goes. So we will definitely go ahead and start with A-Chain. We do love A-Chain in this household. Especially at 18. Hopefully we can get Josh Allen at 31. Hopefully this room hates quarterbacks. Hopefully this whole room is drafting using some kind of sim product that tells them that quarterbacks are not good until a certain point, and that you have to draft 4 or 5 running backs right away. So London does fall in this room a little bit to Sudi. Jamar in London. That's the spot where I would draft Drake London. I think that's where he should be going, not really the top half of the second. Early Rashee Rice just got out of jail today, so people are buying back in again, and Neighbors. So Unc Gary is not concerned about anything as far as jail, knee recoveries. Just wants the upside. We respect that. Also Trey McBride in the third. I think it's always a good click. So Sudi's off to a nice start. Do like Josh Allen and A-Chain combo quite a bit, if I can make that happen. So AD Miller pairs Jettas with a Jet for the week 17. So we are going to grab Josh Allen on this team. Do love Josh Allen at 30. I'll take him every time there. Just not really any players that I feel like the opportunity cost, I feel like we can get Chris Olave equivalent really in the 4th round coming up. So it's not really, if Breece Hall was here or Devontae Smith, I would think about taking ahead of Allen, but just think it's a good spot for Josh Allen, especially considering how expensive all the quarterbacks are. I know we talk about this kind of every stream, but anyone that doesn't, this is maybe the first time watching. Compressed quarterback pricing, I think, just leads you to actually want to lean in stronger on quarterback this year, and tight end, which is hopefully what we can do with our next pick and grab Loveland. Do like Underdog for that reason, because we typically do get him a lot in the 4th round. And on DraftKings, he typically goes late 3rd, early 4th. So Ted McMillan goes 37. It's pretty interesting. He's also dealing with some foot trouble here in the offseason. So Loveland goes to Slime. He grabs Las Vegas stack and also a Chicago double. Buka goes. Let's go ahead and let's grab Mike Evans on this team. I'm just gonna do Javonte, but I don't love Javonte and Lamb together. I know most people tell you to stack teams, but it's hard for me to stack teams in the first four rounds, especially. Totally okay with grabbing Jaden Blue later or Flournoy team stacks, but I just think a lot of draft capital on one team stack is kind of like this. JT Bowers is tough. As much as I love Burden and Loveland, I still haven't even really done too much of both of them. I just think it's a lot. It's a lot to ask to put that much into one pairing, but could be wrong. Do want to get more Mike Evans. I think, I have a lot of Garrett Wilson too, but definitely a better offense for Evans. Probably more touchdowns. Definitely, I'm not saying he's going to absolutely outscore Wilson this year, but I think the touchdown upside just really lends itself to a better pick on, half PPR underdog. So we have Bashal Tootin going at 50. Been drafting him a good bit, kind of in this mid-50s range, but could pair DJ Moore up with Allen here, but I've been liking to kind of push him. I feel like good drafters kind of let him slide if they don't have Allen, and I'd like to see if we can get that pulled off here. You know what? Let's grab David Montgomery. We don't draft David Montgomery a whole lot. I don't mind him here at 55. Getting some good buzz as well. Kind of, three down and workhorse is what coach is calling him. So not my favorite click, but can't get Tootin here every time, and can't get. It was like Bucky didn't really fall in this draft, so okay to grab him there. See if DJ Moore makes his way back to us at 66. Otherwise, we'll just go a different direction. Do you want to pair Allen with either Dak or Purdy? Just stop at 2. Jalen Hurts at 59. Haven't seen that one in a minute. Unstacked as well. He's been kind of falling, into this 6-7 range. So plot kind of brings him up. Don't hate it. I mean, honestly, right after Jackson is where he has been going for years. So does grab a lemon way ahead of ADP. So I guess it's fine. He's flipping the board a little bit, but probably something I wouldn't do there. But so we would definitely be interested in Parker Washington here. Tyler Warren would be nice as well. If I miss out on Loveland, I do like to grab Warren when I can. This guy, Slime, is triple Bear stack, and then the double Raider stack. So I'm guessing he's hoping for Caleb to fall, and Caleb normally does fall to 82, especially if you grab every single Bear in the whole room. Alright, so Parker Washington goes. That's a little bit of a bummer. So we will just grab Warren here. When I'm drafting Josh Allen, I like to add a very strong tight end with him. And normally, if I do get Kincaid, I like to have Kincaid as like the second tight end in a room, just because every Josh Allen drafter does the same thing, and it's taking DJ Moore head of ADP. It's also usually starting the tight end room with Kincaid or equivalent, something like that. They just feel like they have to kind of catch up somewhere else because they just took quarterback so early. Just trying to be a little different there. Still do want Kincaid, but would like him paired with another, elite option. And then do you like taking Stephon Diggs a lot? So we'll see if he comes to Buffalo, perhaps. But don't necessarily need that to happen either with Diggs. But also Keon Coleman, one of our late favorites. If we have Allen as well, so we have some options. We already have the Miami bringback, best bringback you can get for that game. So feel good there. All right, Pollard, Kraft. So let's go ahead and grab Jaden Reed. I do like Jaden Reed a lot. Like it more than Pierce and Sutton. Give us another good stack, to pair with Allen. If we don't get Dak or Purdy. Dak we'd probably have to take here at 90 if we wanted to. Should happen because the Pickens and Javonte drafters are to our left. So I guess we'll see what's there. Slam Santana does connect on his Caleb triple stack. And then we have Kyle Monunga at 83. That's pretty rich for him, but this guy only has one running back so far. RJ Harvey goes to 86. I was wondering if he was going to fall at all with the news of the off-season surgery, but it seems like he is a full go right now, so not a big deal. I mean, I know Xavier Worthy had off-season shoulder surgery, and people don't seem to be worried about him, so I was hoping on Harvey to start falling, but it doesn't seem like that's going to happen. So we could take a Rico Dowdle. We could take... Where did Dak already go? Dak went, so we can't take Dak. That's fine. Still have Purdy, possibly at 103. And then obviously Love as well. So let's go ahead and grab Rico here. I think he's a fine running back 3. To go along with Montgomery and A-Chain, we have Lamb, Evans, and Reed, and then Allen and Warren. So nice start. We'll see if Purdy makes his way around. A lot of times people will do like Purdy and Pearsall kind of around this corner. Looks like Auscultations grabs Purdy. I'm guessing probably going to make a Pearsall stack, or maybe Kittle or something. He grabs Dart. Okay. So Dart with Scadaboo. So we have a falling Laporta. We got a couple of receivers we'd be interested in. Kenny Gainwell, we also like a good bit. That would also open up Baker for the next round. That's probably what we'll do. Feel pretty good at receivers. So I think we'll grab Gainwell. And then either Love or Baker at 114. Close off the receiver room. So Gainwell goes to Cal Jet. So that's a little unfortunate. And then Jordan Love goes. So that goes... One of our backdoor stacks is gone now. Let's go ahead and grab Jonathan Brooks. Do you want more shares of him? I think that's a good spot for him. Does play Pittsburgh in week 16, so kind of gives us both ends of the spectrum in that game. As far as, you know, one guy, Pittsburgh or Carolina kind of dominates, we could be in line for a nice week there. We'll just keep pushing quarterback, kicking down the barrel there. Do want to take did want to take a nice quarterback with a second quarterback with Allen, but also we don't have to force the issue there. Because, you know, we put a good amount of draft capital in Allen, and be fine with a lot of late quarterbacks paired with him. Not too worried about it. As I tweeted earlier, not trying to really care about my advance rate, just trying to win the whole contest, and do not think I need 3 quarterbacks or 3 tight ends to do it. All right, let's see where's Dalton Kincaid's. He's 129 these days. That seems pretty high. Seems to go more often earlier than that, but pencil him in at 127. Would take Pearsall here. Also take Romeo Dobbs. Pearsall will be a nice fall. So Baker goes, all right, yeah, we're going to go ahead and grab Ricky Pearsall. I think that is a fine fall on him. 114, so 12 picks past ADP. Can double him up with Evans, that's fine. Pretty good chance that, you know, both those guys are the best two receivers in the 49er room. As long as Ricky can stay healthy. But we do draft a lot of like Stribling and those guys later. A little bit of Christian Kirk. So we can go ahead and cross those guys off the late list for potential guys. This also could be a Malik Willis team. Wouldn't mind quarterback 2 there. Could be Diggs if he's still here at 127. Seems like he's been falling a little more. Not sure why. Maybe people are just getting restless, clicking on him over and over again. But I still think there's a decent chance that he can go to Buffalo. I noticed that his odds on the prediction markets fell a little bit to Buffalo. Now it looks like, well, I guess we can look at it. Let's see. I think it's Washington? Yeah, Washington's almost 40% now. Buffalo's at 10, so you know, wouldn't hate either one. Honestly, if he goes to Washington, he could easily be their best receiver. Because, you know, Terry's kind of a deep threat, not really a possession guy, so could see Diggs kind of work intermediate short routes, and definitely would hurt Chig if he went there. We do draft a lot of Chig, but that is okay. I think we're just going to go ahead and grab Kincaid, though, and lock in a stack for Allen. Give us our second tight end. We can stop there. Malik Willis already went. Like I said, Diggs has been falling, so could see him, probably not, come back to us, but that's all right, too. So I guess we can look at what quarterbacks might make sense on this team. Could grab CJ Stroud to go with Montgomery, and then also do like Jalen Noel a good bit kind of later in the draft. So we have a Packer, we have Jaden Reed, so we have the bring back. They also play Miami. Green Bay does, so we have that week 15 stack going on. So I think, yeah, Diggs goes at 130. So do not draft a whole lot of CJ Stroud, but might just rip him at 138. Close off our quarterback room at 2. Close off our tight end room, and then just rip a bunch of running backs and receivers the rest of the way. Yeah, I mean, we normally just grab Shaheed, Hunter, Tracy, Mitchell here, so not really missing a whole lot. If we go ahead and just grab Stroud here. I also don't think I have any Josh Allen Stroud teams, so give us a different combo there. Really don't have any interest in drafting Khalil Shakir even with Josh Allen. Probably would have to be at 150 for me to actually be interested in drafting Shakir. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab CJ Stroud. He's got Tank Dell as well as a back stack. Do prefer I think I prefer Null to Dell. Dell is, you know, returning to spring practice, but he goes a little higher. He goes in the, I think, 16th round now. And there's been some good buzz on Jalen Noel. Sounds like he's their slot guy potentially, so that could be good. He looked good last year in his limited you know, time on the field. So we got 2-4-4-2 going. Lamb, Evans, Reed, Pearsall at receiver. We got Jonathan Brooks, Dowdle, David Montgomery, A-Chain running backs, and then Allen, Stroud with Kincaid and Tyler Warren. So Definitely would like a bring back for Warren. If we can get Mr. Denzel Nakua, one of our favorite targets, would be nice. This is normally where I'm drafting him because it has gone a little higher with all the buzz for him. I've just been drafting him kind of over the Las Vegas guys. Woody Marks would also pair well with Stroud, but don't really want him on a Montgomery team. Montgomery's a good receiver in his own right. So got Aaron Rodgers at 148, so that definitely makes us feel way better about taking Stroud at 138. All right, yeah, let's go ahead and grab Denzel Boston Nakua right here. So that gives us a week 17 with Tyler Warren. It's one of our favorite rookie receivers right now to draft. So yeah, I mean, obviously Evans, Pearsall, you know, a little bit of injury risk. So Evans is a little older player, so it's good to balance it out a little bit with some rookie flyers. So Ryan Flournoy is also really moving up here. 155 is pretty rich for that, but people seem to really like him. We're drafting him a lot in the 15th, 16th rounds early on, but definitely not clicking him as much now in the 13th round. I mean, Woody Marks at 162 is a different story than he was at 150. Would consider just taking 2 Houston running backs at that price. Looks like Slam got his Las Vegas stack for his mega. He's got a lot of stacks going on here. He's got a triple Jacksonville, a double Vegas, and then a triple Chicago. So there goes Marks, and I mean, Pacheco's probably fine for this team. Way past ADP. Just a contingent guy and a good offense. Don't hate that. I'll draft a lot of him, but you know, over 10 picks past ADP, I think it's reasonable. So we're gonna probably end with one more running back and then 3 receivers. We already said Jalen Knoll and probably Keon are 2 late receiver clicks for us. Probably we'll do Keon at 199, maybe Knoll at 210. Because I think that's kind of how their ADPs are looking. Yeah, Keon. Where is Knoll? Is he that low? 212.2. We'll look at this in a second. All right, we're coming up here, so probably would just finish off the running back room because it's kind of dried up at receivers. Although we do like Trey Harris a good bit. We might just grab him since there is a lot of running back options here. He goes. So let's see. Guess we'll grab the other contingent guy, Brian Robinson. So the top 2 picks, we just kind of contingent both of those guys. He's also pretty good past ADP, so Pacheco and Robinson probably close out the running back room there. All right, so okay, Jalen Knoll is actually ahead of Keon Coleman, so maybe we take him first, which I guess makes sense because then we can always take Skylar Bell as our last pick in case Keon does go. Definitely have our boy Adonai here. We have Ted Hurst as well. Do have Tank Dell as well, but I think I'm gonna grab Null instead. Just think I prefer him. Sparing Ayuk at 183. So I feel it makes us feel better about taking him the final round a couple times. Troy Franklin, wow, 182. It's interesting there. All right, so 80 Mitchell goes. So yeah, let's go ahead and grab Ted Hurst. Do like Dylan Sampson too, but I think this team's enough. I think it's enough at running back. Pacheco, B-Rob, Brooks, Dowdle, H.A. and Montgomery. Feels like a good running back room. So we'll just end with 3 receivers, and yeah, we'll feel good about this team. We have enough upside everywhere, and feel good about the quarterback and tight end rooms. Just stopping at 2, so shooting for upside. Already a lot of, well, this guy only has 1 tight end. He has Harold Fannin and now Njoku, so looks like he's kind of building a similar build to us. Maybe a 2-6-8-2. That's what we're doing. So we're gonna grab Null here, and then we'll finish up with one of the Buffalo guys. Definitely do not want Darnell Mooney. Mike Gesicki. Alright, so yeah, we'll go ahead and grab Jalen Knoll. Pair him up with Stroud and Montgomery. Oh, Chris Bell goes. I'm surprised he's still being drafted because I think... Well, I saw a report, I think it was today or yesterday, that said that he definitely is going to be on PUP and then probably won't play until November. So, not great for a rookie and then a, Miami offense. Don't think he really is draftable anymore, especially on Underdog. If that's, if that holds, but we'll see. Things could change. So we'll see if we get Keon Coleman here. So Skylar Bell did have a soft tissue injury, so not great for a rookie, but he was getting good buzz up until that point. So hopefully it's just a quick injury for him. I mean, he'll be back at minicamp full go. We'll see. Jatavian Sanders sighting. Don't see that name too often on Underdog. So a lot of 3 tight end builds in here. But, like we said, we want a kind of elite 2 guys, just like our quarterback room, which it feels good with Allen and Stroud. And then I think Warren and Kincaid is, way better than Juwan Johnson, Hawkinson, and Ferguson. So Ray Davis goes. So we will gladly run to the podium for Keon Coleman. He's a good final pick for us in the 18th round. Does give Josh Allen a second pass catcher there. Yeah, it's a great team. Kind of came together for us nicely. You know, I mentioned that I wanted either Dak, Purdy, or Love, but just didn't really fall that way. It was a lot of people taking quarterbacks ahead of ADP, and we took some good values in Pearsall instead. Kincaid at 127 I think is good as well, and then getting Brooks. So it feels pretty good. Got Montgomery, I feel like, in a good spot as well. A guy we don't typically draft. So Tyreek Hill at the final pick, 216. All right, so let's go ahead and recap our squad here. So we got Josh Allen and CJ Stroud. Good quarterback room. We have Devin Achane, David Montgomery, Rico Dowdle, Jonathan Brooks, Isaiah Pacheco, Brian Robinson. Very solid running back room. CeeDee Lamb, Mike Evans, Jaden Reed, Ricky Pearsall, Denzel Boston, Ted Hurst, Jalen Knoll, and Keon Coleman. Very strong receiver room as well. Feels like we have some good vets mixed in with some upside rookies. Two guys that, you know, have huge upside if they can stay healthy. And, you know, a couple good late stacking partners for our quarterbacks. And then we have Tyler Warren and Dalton Kincaid as our tight end room. So definitely a team that we are happy to draft. It's one of the main reasons why we like Josh Allen so much is just I feel like these 2-6, 8-2 Allen teams always feel really good. We don't have much Montgomery. We don't have a lot of CJ Stroud either, so it was good to build a Buffalo Houston team. All right, so that will do it for us today. We should be back tomorrow. Might do another Underdog possibly, since they have that promo going on. We'll see though, but appreciate anyone for sticking around with us today. And we will catch you on the next stream.